Right, hello and welcome. And the Paintbox, if you've been following on Facebook and Twitter, you'll know the story of what's been happening with this old dear. Basically we had it powered up, but then we had a few capacitor problems and I've had to redo them. So what we're doing, it's got a few problems with the video signal, so we're making this video, putting it on the main channel. The rest of the videos to do with this technical problems are on my other channel, so go and have a look there if you wish to see them. In the meantime, we're putting this one on this channel to get maximum exposure, so we can find somebody who might be able to help us with this. Now, we don't know if it's a paint box or how we're setting it up that's causing the problems, but those of you on the main channel who have just seen this, is now electrically stable and booting up. Nothing's exploding anymore. All the capacitors, PSU has been done. Everything seems to be powered, but we've got this pain with the video signal. It could be that the video signal's not working properly. It could be that we're not setting it up properly. But the purpose of this video is to go through the different signals it's putting out. It's quite a technical video, so if you're not technically minded, this may not be of interest to you unless you're curious. Of course, if you are curious, if you've got any questions, please ask. Now, as I've said in the email to Ash, this is the spare op process board, which I've refitted with new caps. It's got the lights on, and since I've put that on, the PSU is making the booting sounds, and on the decoder down here, if I quickly grab Mr. Camera, decoder, we now have much more lights back there. It seems much happier. Brushed address, is it brush address? Brush address light goes after a few minutes, so it looks like it's trying, or is, booting. So, what I want to do, we're going to take the BNC cable. Where are you? We're going to take the BNC cable and we're going to plug it into different ports and see what comes out on the TV, and then we're going to get really technical and show you the signals on the oscilloscope, so hopefully somebody can have a look and see if they can spot what's going on. So first of all, let's have a look at it on the TV. Okay, the video signals. Now for your reference, there's a picture up the side there to show you the different ports I'm plugging into. Now I couldn't get my camera to work today, there's a little picture down there, so this is one off Facebook from a while ago, but you get the idea. Okay, what I'm going to do is, if you look on the outputs, there's a main on the top left of the output section, and plug into there. You won't see much, you'll just see the telly. There you go, plugged in, nothing on that. So I'm working the way down, now you're into the sync port below. And that's what you get on the sync. Now, Ash has been asking if I'd show what happens on this during boot sequence. So, let's switch off. Open the door to keep an eye on the inside. I'm going to restart it and you'll see what happens. Ready? Oh, camera having trouble there. Camera can't focus quick enough. Let me just see on this. Hang on. I'll be right back. Right, I've swapped to manual focus, so hopefully it'll hold the focus on that position. Let's see. The other thing to note is that after swapping that card out and refurbishing the CPU card for the new capacitors, it stopped earthing completely. There was no recorded earthing at all coming off this. So let's boot and we'll see the signal. That still has trouble. But yes, what you got, I don't know if the camera's picking up, so we'll also see that there's a very fine, and it's fluctuating, there's very fine lines going down there, and then there's pink, and this actually tunes to a darker colour in the background here with the blue, white flashing lines. So if I keep looking at that, I go dizzy. That's old. Okay, let's move on to... Sorry, that was auxiliary. We're now moving on to shrink. Now, there is an output on that. It doesn't look like it, but there is. And the oscilloscope picks that up too. You can see there's very fine lines going down, very fine, and lines rolling. But if you check that with the oscilloscope, it is giving out a sync pattern. Hello, Pink Fluffy Mank. Hello. Pink Fluffy Mank has appeared. Hang on. I don't know if it's off focus because it's on manual focusing. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, that's a horrible colour after being focused on the telly. Right. Okay. Next. Red. Okay. Right, red gives nothing shown that time, but sometimes it does give a little twitch on the TV, as in it goes right at that. That's it. I don't know if that's shown on the camera when it's slightly brighter, so there is something there. We shall probe it shortly, see what the oscilloscope says. Now green definitely gives out a signal. That's the green signal, and let's have a look at that when it's booting. As I said, it may be that we need the 4 cables, red, green and sync, to do this, and we're not setting it up right. That's the green signal. Now it's stable in its own right, it needs syncing, so looks like that's working. And the blue signal gives out nothing. Now I don't know if that is because there's no blue to give out. We shall ask Mr. Oscilloscope shortly. Obviously the other output channel gives the same. We'll go to digital now, it gives us something completely different. It's not really relevant for what we're doing, but it may give somebody a clue as to what's happening. That's the digital signal. So look at that booting. Yeah, nothing special there. A little twitch at the beginning. I don't want to keep restarting it though. Right, digital 2, we've got the same, and then digital sync. Oh, my eyes are going funny. It does give a twitch on the screen. Yeah, it goes lighter, so there is something there. So that's what people want to see. Oh, digital display, interestingly, gives out absolutely nothing. So that's the TV signals. Next we'll go and have a look at what the oscilloscope is kicking out for each of those channels. Be right back. Okay, it's time to, we've got the oscilloscope hooked up and we've now got this in the composite. Now I apologise for the triggering, I'm not an expert on triggering, I know it isn't brilliant, but it is what's coming out. I can't get it to settle any better than that between the dials there. But what we can see is a PAL signal. That's at 10 microvolts per division and time base of 10 US. So sorry, I've forgotten what US means. So there we go. So that's 20 US. And we can stretch it out to have a look at the signal there. If anybody's interested in the ins and outs of it. There we go, we can see the initial trigger there. Okay, back to the standard time base for this, 10 US. So we can see that the pulse is 2 squares wide. So that's the standard, I'm led to believe, width for a PAL pulse signal. Okay, let's go. So we're just putting out PAL as far as I know. If somebody can see anything's wrong with that from my limited ability to endoscope, please discuss. Next we are going to aux. This is the aux signal. We've got to turn it down a bit. Doing. There she is. Flickering away. I cannot get that to settle down. Oh, now she's lost her signal. Oh, shouldn't have done that. If anybody's an expert on triggering, please let me know. Because as you can see, there we go. Not. Try different triggering modes. No, doesn't want to trigger on that. Put on these. DC. Right. There we go. It's coming down, settling. Okay. My triggering was on the AC. Sorry. Right. There you can see the auxiliary signal. Just about as good as I can get it. Sorry for the sorry for the limited ability to block the signal, but yeah, that's me. Okay, so that's the auxiliary signal, but there is something coming out there. I'll just change the time thing down. I'm going to try and lock it. See if I can lock. There we go. Oh, that's a nice bright signal. Not beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful oscilloscope. Ooh. Beautiful oscilloscope stuff. No, come on. I'm keeping this live so you can actually see how bugger it is to trigger stuff sometimes. Which just means bugger it is to get these images stable. Okay, there she is. There's the auxiliary. I'll twiddle that a bit. Oh, got it locked. Okay, right. Look at that. Beautiful auxiliary signal. 1, 2, 3, 3.2, 3.5 pulses long. Let's have a quick look on the power again with that one. Power is not there because it's a much smaller signal. Yeah, it's going to be the same. And I don't want to play with it again. Okay, right. So, settings for that are, for that image, that's 0.5 volts per division and time base of 5 US. So let's go to the sync signal. Whatever, get it in. Okay. And there's the sync signal, that came up nice and easy. Same settings again, we can shorten it. And that looks like a normal sync signal to me. Okay, same settings, no problem. Let's go to blue. See, there's something coming out of these. There's blue. It has an output. That's at time base of 20 US. And 0.5 microvolts if we zoom in. Just trying to adjust the phase on these to get them locked in. There we go. There we go. So that's time base of 20 and 0.5 volts per division. So there's something there. Well, it's the right signal. Hopefully you guys will be able to tell me. Green, which does give out the strong signal as we've seen on the TV. Yep, there's a signal there. Let's get it a bit larger. Is that right sort of signal? Let me know. Let's see. There's the initial trigger of the signal. Let's turn it down a bit. There we go. So I'll just put this on scale illumination on to help you see. Yes, help you see that. Okay, and finally to there's the blue, much stronger signal. Position, yeah, no, that one. Sorry. Okay, that again is at 5 US. That's 10 on the time base. So there is a signal coming up there. Whether it's the right sort, you may know. Okay, I would try the sync signal from. That's the sync signal to the monitor RGB. There she is, just about. Okay, let's try and get her. Let's see if we can get this bugger. There she is. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wish it would lock on better. Somebody knows how to lock stuff on better. Please tell me. But there is a signal there. No, it's not locking on. Bugger. But as you can see, there is a nice signal there. So I can't provide it any better than that. Somebody knows more about triggering, please let me know. But there you go, that's the best I can get it. So that's our signals. Nothing else we can put out. Let's just try this data display, see if there is anything actually coming out of it. Okay, that's the data display. Now there is something. What do we have here? My little minions. It's more of a noise, isn't it? It's horrible. Eh? There is something, there are some peaks there, but I can't seem to do anything with it. Okay. Let's try. It's been a real strain on the scope, whatever it is. That's the best to seem to do with it. Yes. So that's the digital display. And just for your information, that is at 20 microvolts and time base of 50 US. So please take a look. If you know things about these things, let me know, and we'll see, because maybe it's that we need a I don't know, in the instruction manual it says for outputs you can run it off just the composite plug, but perhaps we do need composite aux sync to run it on composite, or we're going to have to use red, green, blue and sync if they are working happily. So that's it for now. Thank you very much, and leave it in comments if you've got any ideas, or if you want to know about this stuff. If you don't understand what you've seen on the screen and you want to understand, then let me know and I'll point you in the right direction, hopefully. Okay, thank you very much.